Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to make a sugar skull today. Okay, so you guys are going to learn a little bit about watercolor resist and what happens with the oil pastels. So you're going to get a big piece of watercolor paper. This is probably bigger than what you guys are going to work with, but that's okay. You're going to draw a design using oil pastels. Oil and water don't mix, obviously. So I have a bucket of oil pastels. It says oil pastels on the bucket. I also have little packages, and I also have a big set here. If you're missing something, you're definitely going to want to use white. That is where it really looks pretty cool. So if you need a fresh white one, they're in here. If you have one that's a little worn down, you can always peel back the paper. They're meant to be peeled back, not a big deal. Okay. Just make sure you throw the paper out when you're done. Don't just leave it on the table because that's obnoxious. So you're going to draw different designs with the white. You can do stuff in the background. You can draw your skull with black or with white or with the color. Really, this is a really fun and fancy-free sort of assignment. But, you know, obviously if you're doing the white, you're not going to see it right away. But you'll see what happens when we add the watercolor paint. So I'm just sort of doing some designs in the background, doing a little sort of vine here. So as we learn about sugar skulls and what's important imagery, you might want to include flowers and stuff like that. I'm doing leaves on this side. So for this, you don't have to have a plan, although sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of a plan. So I would maybe spend some time working in my sketchbook. So at this point, you could go in with some of the other. I might stick with some of the lighter colors. If you do get an oil pastel that has like a lot of black or something like that, you can always grab a piece of paper towel or even just use your hand and sort of wipe it off. But if you wanted to add some extra designs with a lighter color, you could do that. I'll just do some like little polka dots just to show you guys how this all works. And you could do some designs in here as well. But again, the lighter colors might look more interesting in your final piece, but again, that's up to you. I'm going to encourage you to experiment before you go for this. Okay, I'll do some more polka dots. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little green. And you can always add more later. So, just do some little green, just for some unity there. Okay, so once you're done with your oil pastels and you're happy with your drawing, you can even use the white to fill in certain areas. Like down here, I sort of have like a skeleton, you know, sort of like the vertebrae here of the neck. And you can fill in larger areas with the white oil pastels or even the colored ones. It's up to you. But you'll see when I paint this, this is a pretty thick area. So I'm kind of really laying on that white oil pastel pretty thick. Okay, and I'm going to show you what to do next in the next video.